welcome to my channel. This time we can expect assertion reason question in our upcoming CUT UG 2025 exam. So one kind of a question has been picked from the exam pattern. Let's give a try for this. Assertion has been given as integral from 0 to pi x sin x cos square x dx, that is equal to actually pi over 2 0 to pi sin x cos square x dx. And then for reason they have given integral from 0 to b x. This is function actually x times f of x dx, that is equal to a plus b over 2 integral from a to b function again f of x dx, that has been given. So we need to check whether it's true or false. In the first option they are mentioning both a and r are true, and r is the correct explanation of a. When it comes to B, they are telling us like both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Whereas C, A is true, but R is false. For D option, they have given A is false, but R is true. So, first we'll give a try for assertion. We'll see whether it's true or false. Now, if you look into the question, you can observe one thing. Actually here, integral from 0 to pi they have given. So in our properties of integrals, one of the properties is telling us to use the upper limit as it is. I'll show you the property. Integral from 0 to a function f of x dx is nothing but integral from 0 to a. We will be substituting our upper limit inside the function, and after that we'll be proceeding with the process. So this property we'll use now for our assertion. So assertion has been given us integral from 0 to pi x sin x cos square x dx. Yeah, now we'll substitute that. So here instead of x we will be having pi minus x, and for sine also we are getting sine of pi minus x and cos square of pi minus x dx. We know already that sine of pi minus x is sine x, and cos of pi minus x is nothing but negative cos x. So we are going to use this here. So it becomes pi minus x will be there as it is. No need to change that. Whereas this becomes sin x. And this also will become cos x. Why? Because we have got here negative sign. So the whole square will give you the same function. So cos square x, and integral will be 0 to pi as usual, and along with that dx. So now what we can do means we can assume the given function to be first equation. We can name that as I equals, and whatever we are getting as the function now, that also we can assume as second equation. For this also we can give a name as I. So we are labeling them as I throughout. So now what we can do here means we can add them. 1 plus 2 gives us 2i, that is equal to, so we can add the expression pi minus x plus x integral from 0 to pi. While adding them, this one we are getting as it is. We won't be considering that as 2 sin x, 2 cos square x. They are not two different functions. So we will be writing them as it is. I'll show you one example so that you get a better idea. For example, if I am giving you 5 apples and you are having already 2 apples with you, the total of the apples would be 7 apples. So instead of apples, now we have got sin x cos square x. So that sin x won't be considered as a separate function, and that won't be added as 2 sin x or 2 cos square x. So like this only you should consider. I hope you are able to follow. Now here we are going to cancel them. So this becomes pi actually, that's a constant. So integral from 0 to pi sin x cos square x dx, and not only that, we can bring over the 2 on the other side, that becomes the denominator. Assertion is true, it's satisfying perfectly. Now the thing is that we need to check our reason. Okay, let's give a try again for the reason. So for the reason, integral from a to b x f of x dx has been given. For this also we are going to apply the rule. The rule says we can add the upper limit as well as the lower limit. Yes, so here instead of x we should have a plus b minus x and f of a plus b minus x dx. Now for this is a constant, so a plus b can be considered as a separate function, and for the negative x we can split them like this, and this can be considered as a separate function. These two are different functions. The thing is that this expression is not equal to f of x. Like that they didn't mention in the reason. So reason will be true whenever your f of x becomes equal to f of a plus b minus x. So as of now, we are not able to prove that properly. If it's equal to this one means we can add them, and finally we can bring our reason statement properly over here. We are not able to get that. We are having here f of a plus b minus x. It's still there as it is. They didn't mention like both of them are equal to each other like that. So because of that reason is false, whereas assertion is true. That means we need to go for our option C. Option C is the right answer for the given assertion reason question. Hope this is useful to you. Thanks for watching. Happy mathing.